Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to work with variables inside Flow Studio using this simple example. Now I've set up a basic flow, and basically it's a webhook trigger. It's a post method. It's going to take that name and email and use it to update a record in HubSpot. Now here I've added my HubSpot credentials. The object type is contact. So that's going to be the type of record we're updating. So we're going to create a brand new contact in HubSpot. And now we need to map some of these properties. So here I grabbed first name for name, and I grabbed email from my HubSpot instance on contact. It's one of the properties listed inside contact. And so I added that. But now we need to map these values. So if we know a name and email are coming in, well, we're going to want to map those values to this property name. And so you can think about this as a variable that's storing a value. Now here, if we hard coded it, so we could put Brent, and for this email, we could put brent@daptatech.com. And so anytime I run this flow, no matter what the input is here for name and email, it's just going to update brent@daptatech.com. So we need this to be dynamic and allow for whatever name is coming in that trigger, whatever name and email, it's going to be assigned to the first name property and the email property inside the contact inside HubSpot. So in this case, what we'd want to do is dynamically set these values. And so we would go to our trigger, and then inside the body, we have name and email coming from this trigger. So here we'll assign name. So we have trigger.body.name. And here I'd go ahead and click this icon, and I have trigger.body.email. And that's all we had to do. So now we have dynamic placeholder values for these property names, and they are being mapped to the HubSpot property. So now let's go ahead and simulate how this would work. So here I'm going to go to test flow, and now we can put a name and email. So we'll go ahead and put data in here. So we'll do Jeff, and we'll do jeff1@gmail.com. And now we'll go ahead and run this flow. So let's go ahead and run it. And here we have our output. So let's go ahead and look at our output. So here inside the body, we have Jeff and jeff1@gmail.com. And now we've reached create record. Let's look at the response. And the result is we've actually created a HubSpot contact. And if we look here in the properties that were sent, we have the first name and the email. And what this means is any name and any email that's valid that is coming in and hitting this webhook trigger, well, it's going to be mapped or replaced here as a variable value. It's going to be mapped to first name and email instead of being hard coded in where no matter what, we are always going to send Brent Stockton to HubSpot mapped to first name as a property inside that contact. I hope that's clear for you guys. I hope that explains it for you. Variables, they're very simple to work with. I hope you guys understand the whole concept of dynamic variables and how to work with them. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you on the next tutorial.